Welcome to Objective Perspective, guys. Today I want to talk about this whole narrative of destroy the nuclear family. Okay. Now, this is an objectivity channel, and although I am a conservative, the goal here is actually to bridge differences and create understanding and objectivity. So, I tune into a lot of Clubhouse rooms. Clubhouse is that audio app, the audio conversations, audio rooms. If you don't know about it, check it out. It's wonderful. But a lot of nuanced conversations, a lot of honesty, a lot of issues get sussed up and discussed, right? So this particular room, again, I tune into a lot of people I disagree with in order to understand what they're thinking, what language they're using, how they define things, okay? So I do a lot of that. And so for me, that gives me objectivity. I am conservative, but that gives me objectivity. So I wanted to share with you some common ground or some understanding that can bridge the difference between left and right here, okay? So when there's a misunderstanding about what people mean when they say destroy the nuclear family. So what I got from this is a black room, right? An African American room. Their definition or understanding of the nuclear family and the reason they don't like it, yes, it's because it's racist. But you got to understand what they mean by nuclear family, because this was revealing to me. Okay, what they mean by the nuclear family is this family unit of simply man, woman, and child. Actually, what a lot of these people want, who are minorities, actually is they want to see multi-generational households. And multi-generational, I guess you call them families, or just functional homes, like where there's aunts, uncles, cousins, like all people who just helping each other and supporting each other to help create generational wealth. They have a narrative understanding of the nuclear family, which is actually very intelligent, or at least the people that I was listening to were very objective and intelligent. That what they mean by nuclear family is something being a racist, is that this concept emerged like in the 50s or 40s of this nuclear family. It's not nuclear, I believe it's nuclear. I believe that only includes man, woman, child. And they brought up good points, like people living alone now, especially with a lot of people being single. Putting your parents into a home, right? That is something that's primarily something that white people do, right? But it's a part of it. It's gotten woven into the fabric of our society, and it's actually I actually agree with them. Like, see, when you listen to a lot of right wing or conservative talking people, talking heads, people like Tucker Carlson, they just take this destroy the nuclear family and they think destroy the family. No. Actually, what these people want is actually they want the family or the home to include a lot of different things, potentially anything that you want, like grandma and grandpa, aunts, uncles. It doesn't need to be male, female, and it can be, two guys at the head of it, or two girls, or a transgender person, and it could be any mixture of people who are at the head of the home, or who are considered parents in the hierarchy of running the home, right? So, although conservatives aren't all about the LGBTQT plus agenda and all that, we actually probably all agree on more things than I think people think we do. So to the people on the left, I would say, when you say you hate the nuclear family, just understand that when those words come out of your mouth, people hear that you're just trying to destroy the family, right? I think a lot of you know that. Some of you maybe don't. Either way, I think from here on out, try and be more conscious of, if you don't have the time or the attention of someone to articulate to them what you mean by that in depth, then maybe don't use the word nuclear family, or maybe don't be against something. Explain what you're for. Explain that you're for multi-generational homes. Explain that you're for people keeping their parents close and looking out for their parents instead of sending them to a retirement home, right? Explain that you're all for people having a family or familiar people to live with who support them regardless of their circumstances, regardless of whether they have a family or not, right? Like, I'm a single guy. I'm in a situation, I'm 39 now. I'm not married. I haven't been in a relationship in a while. Like, I have a condo, which I'm doing very well and I'm paying off, but I'm living alone, doing all the chores, doing the dishes. It gets exhausting. What's exhausting is the sheer variety of tasks that I have to accomplish, right? It's not doing the tasks. It's not being able to focus on a smaller set of tasks and then mastering it, and then knowing that I have to get back to my work, right? And then knowing I am way behind. My house is a mess, right? So I kind of get what they're saying. Like, I would like to live with other people. I would like to have a role in the house that's like a functioning system, right? And I think that's what people on the left mean by they're against the nuclear family as a concept that emerged during the 50s, right? When the people wanted to, or I was the 40s or 50s, but it was around that time. It's a bit of a conspiracy theory hypothesis, okay, that this emerged to sell houses, more importantly, to sell the financing for the houses, right? People on the left, if this is what you mean, explain it to people on the right? Explain that you're a bit of a conspiracy person and like you're like against like this idea of like sending grandma and grandpa, just shooting them off to the retirement home, right? Explain what you're for, right? People on the right understand when you hear Tucker Carlson or other conservatives talking about this stuff, they haven't tuned in enough to actually find out the details of this information. I was shocked when I take the time. I'm listening all the time. I spend probably 10 times more time listening than I do talking or putting out my own content. Okay. I barely even put out content currently. So I do a lot of listening. So that was a bridge. I think if we can all kind of connect, like we all can kind of get out of this polarization and kind of we'll still be polarized, okay? But we'll bring ourselves closer together. We won't be so divided. And to me personally, I think the real conspiracy, to be honest with you, is that I think there's people, or I don't know who exactly it is, I don't want to say, but that want us divided and kind of fighting against each other. Whether it's a conspiracy or not is irrelevant. No, it's not relevant. It just, for this conversation, that's what's happening. We are divided. Let's bring our we're still going to have polarization. Let's bring those poles a little bit closer together, okay? And that's what I'm trying to do, okay? Hope you like that. Talk to you soon. Make sure you subscribe if you like this stuff. Tune into my content. Let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm cool with criticism, right? Check it out. I'm here to learn just like you. All right? Peace out.